Go live? Did that say go live? Did I not already go live? Now it's live. I'm confused.
What is happening?
I don't know. I don't even know if the theme song got in there. I'm very confused. I tried something different and it's weird.
Oh, I do see this like macadam, this concrete action going on.
Go live? Did that say go
The
live?
what?
Yeah, there you go. I saw like the static screen, like kind of concrete behind the.
Oh yeah. No, it's not concrete. You want to see what it is? Cuz I think I can edit it right now. We got some comic book action. I think I can edit it right now.
Some comic book action.
Is this working in the live? Am I putting in the comic background live? I can't tell. No? It's not
No,
working?
I mean, it doesn't look like it's happening.
There it goes. Look at it. It's magic.
Oh, snap! All right,
Look at that. It's just a bit of a delay.
Wow.
Isn't
I
that
feel like
cool?
it's happening little by little.
There you go. I'll work on it. I think
I think it's beautiful.
it's because it's weird though. Like if I were to do, I can pick 3 boxes out of the chat and put those in OBS. But because we go from 3 to 4 all the time, like I'd have to make 2 different ones. One for 3 viewers and one for 4 viewers, and then if people come and go, it would screw everything up. So I really don't know how to do it proper. Like I gotta do some more research. Either way,
As a friend of my friend's dad usually says, seems like a lot of work.
it's a lot of work, but it's fun. I like it. Anywho, how's the week, boys?
I was super excited. I bought a couple lots on Craigslist last week, and they were described as never been read,
Really?
which very well might be the case, but my assumption was never been read equates to. Also, I think they did use the term pristine in the listing. Now, when I looked at the
Pristine
pictures
and never been
online,
read.
when I looked at the pictures online, the bags were older bags, which that doesn't bother me in the slightest. I actually love when books are in older
Yeah.
bags.
You're right.
Doesn't bother me at all. But I didn't see condition issues. They were an issue, a lot of Care Bears comics, and a lot of Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham.
Yeah,
That's
those are
actually
good.
that's a 17 issue run that I would love to have in my personal collection. So yesterday I got them in. The first thing that concerned me was they were shipped in a
Here we
flat
go.
rate padded mailer instead of a box, which I was like, oh, that seems inappropriate.
Unsafe.
And then, but then it felt very.
That seems red flaggy.
That gives me none of the good feels and all of the bad feels. So, anywho, I opened them up, and I think this was the first issue I saw. I'm not sure if you can see. Yeah, you can see that
That's
corner
some
right there.
work for me, I guess.
You can see that big
Oh,
mark there. You can see this chunk missing from the comic there. I don't know
Yeah.
if you can see the.
I
there it
mean,
is.
you know what though, Jason? He may never read it.
Well, this is true. When I emailed him, when I messaged him back, I said, while you very well may have never read these, they are not. Yeah, you can see that.
You may have
huge-
also used them as coasters.
Yeah. So, what is the unfortunate part? I got like 20 issues. This one is, that is just a reader.
How's
That-
number 1?
That issue is just a reader. That issue is just a reader. Really unfortunate. This issue.
Oh,
is
that's a
just
good
a
one.
reader.
Yeah.
You can see the spine. Although it's cool. I'll read this. And issue 17 is just a reader. But
Yeah.
the entire reason I bought them was because this issue, the newsstand was in there. This is like the hardest to find of every one of the 25th anniversary covers.
Is it?
And this is several $100 for the newsstand.
Really?
So, yep.
Or is that
so-
like graded?
No, even look them up on eBay. Ones that are kind of ravaged are going for like $80.
Wow.
So out of all the books, this was actually one of the books that's in the best condition. So out of the Care Bears book, this is actually the one that's in the best condition. Period. I got that issue, and then several others, but these are all probably, mid grades at best. So I'll probably end up selling them in a lot. That one, obviously, with if I'm allowed 12 pictures, I'll do 11 pictures of this and one picture of the rest of the books, and then just describe them. But the good thing is, while I'm not pressing and cleaning yet, almost all of the Spider-Ham books all their issues can get pressed out. So I got 3, 6.
How many?
7.
How long was the run? 17.
17 issues, yeah. And the funny thing is, I had found issue 1, a really nice issue 1 at a flea market for $2. So issue 1 was the only one I had, and now I have 13. Would have had 15 of the 17 issues. So there's 10. These covers are so freaking awesome.
Yeah.
All the different characters.
Well, he's coming back too. John Mulaney's awesome. So.
But there's the 25th anniversary. That's got to be one of the best covers of all the 25th anniversary. Has a little stain up here at the top, but But other than that, it's in pretty nice shape. And then 13, 14 is awesome because he's like digitized like Mario, and then finally 16 is a great. I forget what they're. It's Iron Cat, I think his name is. I forget what Captain America is.
Who is that supposed to be? I can't even tell.
Nick Fury.
But it's Marvel. Who is that?
Yeah, it's like the Flash, right?
It's like the Flash.
Yeah, it's like the Golden Age Flash.
What's up,
Looks
Faust?
Looks like a clam.
Yeah. Yes,
It
exactly.
looks like a clam. What's up, Crams? Oh, that's you.
Anywho's.
Crams.
That's me.
That's you.
Anywho's, that's the haul. So certainly not as good as or promising as I had hoped, but
You did better than me. I got nothing. I don't think I got. Nope, I got nothing. I bought one more Mars Attacks card, but that's it.
that is it's a lesson learned for me, and hopefully I can make a majority of my money back on that Care Bears book. So
Yeah, you'll be fine. Are you gonna get it graded?
no, I'll sell it raw.
You'll sell it raw for $100?
Yeah, I mean you can look them up. Yeah, they're going for a considerable amount of money.
I have to say, my Care Bear knowledge is not really.
Well, I knew that there's like 5 covers from the 25th anniversary that are much harder to get than the others.
Yeah.
There's like what? I think there's 30 covers or something like that. Like 10 of them are, still dollar bin all day, every day. Cloak and Dagger, Alpha Flight, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Amazing Spider ASM's like a $15 book.
Yeah, the Black Knight is a nice one. What is it? Colossus is on the X-Men one?
No, Wolvie's on the X-Men.
Is he?
Yeah.
Cyclops has one though, doesn't he?
He's probably on X Factor, right?
Maybe. But what are the rare ones? Because I don't even know. I've never really looked into it.
So, He-Man is harder to get. Care Bears is harder to get. I think Muppet Baby. So there's several that are from Star.
Yeah,
and obviously
it sounds like
much,
all the Star ones.
much smaller print runs. Yeah.
I have a strawberry shortcake.
That's a great one. I just sold one when you guys were over. I sold one in that garage sale. Somebody came, and that's the first thing they snatched up was my Strawberry Shortcake #1. It's a good
On
book.
the store. I saw it in an auction and I ended up winning it for like $1.50.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Nobody else wanted to touch it. I was like,
Definitely.
I'll buy that for $1.
Yeah, those Fraggle Rock, Willow. I was buying all of those. Last Starfighter. I love that little 3-book miniseries.
The Captain America book is a key too, so that helps.
Yeah, that helps.
So they actually had a classic X-Men. Storm was on the cover of classic X-Men.
Right.
The Heathcliff one, I think, is one of the harder ones to get.
Oh, there's another star.
Heathcliff. Always terrorizing.
Terrorize the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
I was a Garfield guy. I never got into Heathcliff.
Yeah,
I like Garfield too, but Heathcliff was that was the cartoon that was on when I was a kid.
I don't think I've ever watched that cartoon.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a different. He had a different upbringing than Garfield for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Junkyard Cat. I'm sure there's O for lasagna for his entire life. And just not. I'm assuming if they were sitting around the bar, that one would say that was not my experience.
What was his pal's name? There was Mongo. What was the one with the roller skates?
Oh, wow, I don't remember any of these.
Yeah, Chris, that was the cartoon that was on when I would get home from school too, in elementary school.
Used to be all about. Yeah, there was the one with the head with the Walkman and roller skates.
Yeah, it was
can't remember his name.
The theme song was like Heathcliff, no one should terrorize the neighborhood or something like that.
Yep.
It had a song and everything?
Yeah. Yeah, Cyclops was on X Factor.
There you go. Calvin and Hobbes is awesome too. Faust commented Calvin and Hobbes.
They didn't do a cartoon. Did they do there wasn't a Calvin Hobbes cartoon though, right?
I just remember the comic strip.
Yeah, because that dude wouldn't let anybody do anything with that thing, with that property.
I love that description. That dude wouldn't let anything happen with that.
That was his MO. He didn't want T-shirts. He didn't want anything.
Bill Watterson, right?
Yeah. There's a good documentary on. He's like somebody who's like hunting him down in his hometown just to get like one snapshot of him in his PO box. Like he walks into the mail because he doesn't leave his house.
Yeah.
So and he donated all of his original art to like the local library, which is really cool too. Cool. Like you can go in the local library if you get permission. You can actually look at all his original drawings and stuff. But yeah, he would only go and get his mail, and that's it.
That was funny. Our neighbor growing up was much older, obviously, but his name was also Bill Watterson, and
really?
And he was a bit of a recluse too.
Those Watterson boys, I tell you.
Yeah. So if you look them up, the Muppet Babies, the Muppet Babies one is valuable.
Yeah, I have that one. That's the one with Kermit on it.
Yeah, that's valuable. Care Bears is valuable. Heathcliff is valuable. Ewoks is very valuable.
Ewoks? Yeah.
Yeah. So basically all the Star books are the ones that are...
Yeah, sounds like it, all the Star ones.
And that Care Bears one, the newsstand, is just much harder to get than the others.
So you say.
So I say. I mean, so at least so does the sold listings on eBay.
They say also.
Which is really all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Particular scenario. Refaust, when's Refaust going to be in a box here on the screen?
Yeah, we should invite him. Refaust, would you ever like to join us for a chat? He's got good stuff to say.
Yeah, he's got deep cut knowledge as well, and we've just found out he has Crow #1.
He does. Not many people can say that.
And he's not wasting his time with Caliber 2 or whatever.
It's a high grade 2, isn't it?
What's that?
It's high grade 2, he said.
Yeah. Jet Black.
Jet Black. All right, boys. So what's the theme for tonight? I think this is Jason's idea.
Yeah. So we talked about doing. Initially, we talked about doing like top books or whatever, but we've already Dolph's top books are on the top 10 every week, so we don't really need
Not this
to.
week.
We
We'll
don't need
find
to-
that out later. I think I'm 5 for 10.
I don't have a book this week, but Chris has a book. This
I
is
do.
like Chris' fourth straight week with a book.
It's like friggin' Christmas.
So
Nice.
Yeah. So anyways, we decided we would talk about what would our money's no object. What are our top 5 or top 3, whatever we want to do, wish list books.
Man, I am. I was looking and I was like, for money being no object, I went pretty light.
Well,
I kind of did too. I didn't like go action one. I went with what I really want if I had like a couple of dollars.
Well, I think that was and that's the point. It's not like you're not just gonna go for like a.
I want Detective 27, Action 1, Superman 1,
Batman 1,
Marvel 1.
And Marvel
there is one that I did that is like super pricey.
Me too. I did add one that's very pricey. So if we each have 5, do you want to just go around one at a time and we'll go from like the bottom up?
Yeah, I think that's. Oh, we want to go from least expensive to most expensive?
I don't even think it has to be least to most. I think it's like most desirable to least. Let's see.
You guys know, obviously, mine for the longest time was just Secret Wars 8. So like, most of mine are going to be attainable. So these are things that
Secret Wars 8.
Huh? That was on my list for the longest time, but Rafal says we need to put a money limit on it, like 5K total.
5K total. Oh, this is like a fantasy draft.
In toto. Yeah, we now have a budget, but
well, if that's 5K, I'm out. I can't.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, I can do all of mine.
For 5K? Hold on one second.
Well.
Wait, I can guarantee that Filoni variant's in your top 5, is it not?
Oh, that's my number 1.
Okay.
You all knew that was going to be my number 1.
You just blew the budget right there. So
that's not true because I just found one graded at a 9.0 for under $3,000.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So definitely attainable for under 5.
Okay.
Now I did see a 9.8, and dude's asking over $10,000 for it.
Sure. I mean, it's no Care Bears 25th anniversary.
Listen, not all of us can do the Care Bear stare with confidence. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know you guys knew exactly what my number 1 would be. What's fun? Yeah.
I think your number 1 and my number 4 might be the same.
Oh, did you not hear?
What?
He totally called it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're number 1?
Yeah, I called
the Filoni Clone Wars?
Right.
That's pretty crazy that we could both guess that.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a Star Wars guy, I mean that's pretty.
That's
much...
like kind of the cream of the crop there, as far as Star Wars comics.
I would imagine your stretch though would be like Star Wars 1 price variant, or something like that.
So those price variants are
that's my number 5 is the Star Wars 135 center.
Yeah, those are definitely like. See, but I didn't want to do all Star Wars because I was sure.
Yeah, no, I got you.
I want to mix it up a little, but that Filoni is. I have 2 Star Wars books on there.
All right, so let's start. Chris is you got your Dave Filoni Clone Wars 1. Jason, what's your number 5 or 1 off your list?
My number 5, super attainable. Like, I think this will probably happen sooner or later. It's Wolvie 1 limited series, Frank Miller.
Frank Miller number 1.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I got mine at a when my wife worked at the hospital. They used to do a comic drive across the street once a year. And her first year working there, she sent me there, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll check it out. Dude, I got my Wolvie 1 for I think $6. I still have it to this day. It's still got the price tag on the back from it was all for charity too, but I got it for like $6. It's like one of my first favorite buys.
They did a comic drive. People donated comics and then sold them and donated.
Exactly. Yes. There was some pretty good stuff there, but yeah, that was a special one. It's a good book, and Rafaust has it.
Got it. All right.
So I don't know if I should go realistic or pie in the sky.
I mean,
Go do whatever you were gonna do.
Yeah.
I totally went realistic, but that's because I'm.
Yeah, my number one is wildly unattainable for me.
Okay.
Like,
so my number 5, I said it before, is the Star Wars 1 35-cent variant is definitely one that I would love to have one day.
Isn't the highest graded on the census only like a 9.2 or something like that?
I don't even know. I don't even honestly. I get mixed messages on how many there are even, because I know it was only like Oklahoma. It was the only place that they were released because that's where they were printing them.
Oh, so that's not a Canadian price variant. It's just a test.
No, that is a test.
It was a test to make them cost more, and they released it in, I think it was Oklahoma. It was Oklahoma or Nebraska.
There was like 5 cities that they released.
Did they have that telltale like yellow star, like the yellow?
No, it's just a 35. It's just 35 cents instead of 30 cents.
So unlike Chris's.
No, it's not like that Eternals.
Eternals with the big fat yellow.
It's pretty close to what the reprints look like, except it doesn't say reprint. It's not in the It's not in the diamond.
Right.
It's
it
just
doesn't
a
have
regular. It's a little bit. It's 30 cents, but it's a
box.
little bit bigger. It says 35.
Yeah, because
Chris is digging for his what? The third one? Three or four? Four.
It's so money he can't even use words.
He is so money.
He just puts up them fingers.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's what it looks like. So yeah, I got to look it up, and maybe I should put it in the notes when we get it. But I think it was either Oklahoma or Nebraska. It was just north of Texas, and that's the only place where 35 centers were released as a test area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It just, there's no other information other than 35-cent.
Yeah. Yep.
Price variant, but I know, like I said, it's a 5.0, but I didn't care. I was like, I am so grabbing that. They're super rare.
Super rare.
And you
just
were,
the fact that I have one.
that out, right? Like, how did you? It's something
fell in my lap. Fell in my lap.
Yeah, it's a good
it's
one.
It's like, you like Star Wars? I got one of these. I was like,
yeah. All right,
what do you want
back
for
at
it?
you.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with my super lowball one. I have been searching for these books for a long time, and I know it's supposed to be one, but there was in '72 there was that Supergirl run.
Yeah.
With Zatanna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have they're not expensive as far as the price guides and stuff go, but they're just impossible to find.
Yeah.
So that would be any one of those. Preferably, I always like the one with the Abominable Snowman on the cover.
I know you like that one.
Like number 7, I love that one. But but Supergirl 5 has the Zatanna origin story. So either, all of them are interchangeable. I would like them.
Sure. It's a good one, man.
Yeah.
Jason.
Sticking with my 80s theme, I'm going to go with ASM 252, just a classic first black suit. I just, you
definitely, now that you got your Secret Wars, I
got my Secret Wars.
You need that Black Cat book, what's the other ones?
I have a Marvel team up. It's only an 8.0, but I do have a Marvel team up.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do have it.
So then I need a 94. What is it? 94. Is it? It's Spectacular 94, right? The Black Cat cover, or 90, issue 90.
I forget.
Yeah, it's 90.
Numbers are flying out of my head.
Yeah, her
like I used
Black
to.
Cat's first appearance is 194.
Yeah,
that Spectacular book is 90. Yeah.
All right, that's a good one. I mean, like I said, I'm pie in the sky, so I have ASM 1. I have to complete my run. I got to start with the big boy. I don't have Amazing Spider-Man 1. I want that one bad.
So wait, ASM 1 value-wise only comes in 4th place for you?
No.
Okay.
No, ASM 1 would be 3rd place for me.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. I think. Well, It's getting close now. I don't know.
Yeah.
My 4th place and my 3rd place with ASM1 are interchangeable. And
You guys called me out for my number 1, so I had to start with number 1.
Yeah, and you guys know one of my top dogs because I'm
Hulk 1?
Yeah, Hulk 1 I'm after, so you know that one. All right, go ahead, Chris.
So, I know it's a modern book, but I still really want the Jenny Friesen death cover for Nightmare Country. I am so in love with
like
that
one,
book.
huh?
I love it,
Yeah.
and I refuse to pay
No,
$300 to $400 for it. But if I was, if I was crapping money, then I'd buy it.
Well, we know if Jimmy was on, all 5 of his would be those, 1 in 100, 1 in 500 Hughes covers.
Yeah,
So-
they'd have to be. Jimmy would pick
Yeah.
all the five Hughes covers.
Yep.
Actually, he's got to go like a Journey 83.
I think that probably squeaks in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I was tempted to pick one of those books just so even if I didn't have 5, I was like, pick one of the books that he would want, almost to give
he's
him
got
a
to
stick.
pick a first Loki, a first Thor, he's got to. All right, Jason, you're up.
I think mine are predictable too. Like, I want a Ultimate Fallout 4 first print.
Yeah.
Although I'd really actually love to have
Second prints are nice too.
Yeah, it's attainable. I would actually love to have the variant second print with him pulling up his mask, high grade. I would love to have that. I mean,
Sure.
I had a chance to get that when I was with you and Jimmy, but I think there was something funky. There was some schmutz on the front cover. There was a little tear on it or something like that. And I thought at like $110 was like kind of full blown retail when we were looking at them in that condition.
Every time Will brought one, I bought it. So he brought I didn't even care what condition it was. I just knew, so I just bought it. So I got an Ultimate Fallout 4 from him with a tear on the back. I didn't care. I bought it. And I got a second print with it had some shit on the back and it had like a little tear, and I didn't care. I bought it. I just had a feeling about that book. I bought as many as I could, first and second prints as I could, because I just had a feeling about that book. But I didn't care. Like, even then, I was not picky. If it had a tear, I don't care. If it was a good enough price, $100, $75, I was like, yeah, I'll take it. I don't care. It's a great book, and you can still get a second print for a reasonable amount, and I would.
Yeah,
it's a good one. It's that book is still, like I said, if we were gonna make our top 10 list, it would probably be in the top 3 for me for still undervalued. Even though it's so overvalued, it's still undervalued. Like, it's still got room, even though it's so high priced for a modern book. It's crazy. I still think it's got a lot of room. Mine is my number 3. Well, I'll just say it's Hulk 1 because I'll go to the other 2 later. So my Hulk 1 was exposed. Go back to you, Chris.
Yeah, that was
okay. So follow-up question for you: what if money's not an object, and you already said ASM 1? So what grade Hulk 1 would you like to have?
Oh, realistic. I'm sticking with like what I can get. Like, I think at this point, if I get a 2, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I saw the prices.
You could get a really nice presenting 2 still as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Comic-Con I'm not gonna make. Like I said, I think I might have to wait until 2023. Do some more selling. I think if it were a month away and I could do a couple of card shows, I think I might get there, but the money's just not coming in for me, and I didn't sign up for September for the flea market because it just gets too windy there. So I think I don't know. I think this year is not the year for my Hulk 1. I'll just be patient.
It was just a freaking god awful summer too, weather-wise for you.
I did not have a good year at the flea market. I just, what I don't want to do is I don't want to go with all my Hulk money, find that I can't get one, and then settle on another book, because I would do that. I'd be like, oh, there's a great deal on another 129 or a
I could see you. I could see you making a play for that. What is it? FF6.
Yeah,
The Doom and Namor.
definitely. I
first
like the
supervillain.
FF6 or maybe a I don't know, like Surfer 1. I still don't have a Surfer 1.
Oh, really?
Don't have one.
See, that's a book I would have assumed you would have had 3 of
No, that one
over
escaped
time.
me. I went after I got a couple of the Mephistos, but I never went after one. It always escaped me. It was always, even then, it was always a little too high priced in auctions. It was always it was a popular book, so it went
Sure.
really high all the time. And I just, I stuck to my guns, so I never got it.
What's the I think it's a Hulk book, the one with Silver Surfer and the Hulk on the cover. I've always liked that one.
Silver
Yeah,
Surfer
what
and
time
Hulk on the
period?
cover. It's
So-
gotta be 60s, 70s?
Yeah, it's definitely Silver Age.
Hulk.
Is that the one where they both have their arms out? They're both like
Yeah,
and looking down.
I believe. Yeah,
Let me see.
I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look.
What is that very specific Google searching going to be?
Yeah, that's
Hulk
the one.
is-
Oh, that's that one that I'm thinking of. That Tales to Astonish '93.
Is that what it is?
They're
Okay,
both like pointing their arms down.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a great Kirby cover.
I love that one. That didn't make my list, but that came close.
It's a good one. Definitely. A
That's
good one.
that one's top 10.
I'll let's see what I can do here. Open in new tab.
Tales to Astonish.
Yeah,
Yeah, Faust knows.
He knows what's up.
He knows. He knows what I want.
Yeah, that's it. Tales to Astonish '93. I wish I could put it easily in the chat. I can't. But I'll have to do it for let's see, share screen. This one?
There it is.
Ah, okay.
That's it.
That's another brown cover.
Yeah, this
I don't
is a
care.
brown
I
cover,
love it.
yeah, just like 50.
Yeah.
Very brown. Kirby liked his brown.
Kirby liked the brown.
Maybe it's just direct instructions. Go
Listen.
brown.
I mean, it almost looks like Surfer is leading Hulk across a busy intersection.
But
He's
wouldn't
holding.
it be the other way? Wouldn't Surfer be holding Hulk's wrist?
Yeah, well, I think the same thing.
So Hulk is just like, where are you going?
Right.
It's a great cover, though.
Rafael said he wants a Surfer 4.
Dude, Faust, that's my number 2, man. You just stole my thunder.
Well, there you go. It's your turn, so Surfer 4?
Surfer 4.
Yeah.
I just think, as far as classic covers go, that is.
I
like
would
about as
have put that
classic as
on
they
your list.
get. About as classic as they get. I mean, that was one book. When I got that reprint, it was even hard to give Jimmy the reprint.
Yeah.
Even though it was super super nice, and I wanted to give it to him. That book, I think he always should get graded, and it's a stinking Marvel masterpieces. So
Let's give him some screen time.
yeah, there it is.
Got to. Here we go.
Buscema cover. I mean, come on.
I know you gotta have it. I don't have this one either. It's another one that's escaped me.
And this might be the only comic that lifted a part of a Dr. Seuss cover directly. Doesn't the base here look exactly like?
Oh yeah.
The
I was like,
freaking rainbow from.
this was a
from-
Dr. Seuss swipe.
I mean, that rainbow looks exactly like what he. Yeah, it's like that's right. It's a Theodore Geisel swipe.
I was gonna say it was Buscema cover.
Yeah, it's just such a great cover.
Yeah. All right, my number two. My number 2 is, and I only have a second print, is a TMNT1 first print.
Great pick.
I'm happy with my 2, but I do want a first print. Bad. I love me some turtles.
How many of those are on the census? I mean,
On the census?
yeah, we know there's 3,000 produced, right? And I just wonder how many exist out of those 3,000.
That's a great question. I will look.
Now, the part that blows is that uh, just like sports cards, crack and resubmits will have, you know,
Yeah, that'll have something right.
The numbers will be skewed, right? I even like the way they wrote 25 cents on that cover. I like the cut of that font's jib.
It's 84, right?
Yeah.
So, actually, there's more than I thought. There are 40 9.8s.
Wow.
There are more. That's a lot more than I thought. 69 9.6s, 103 9.4s.
Wow.
That's a lot more than I thought.
So you said 104.
Wait, Origin and first appearance of Origin and first appearance.
93 and 68.
Let's start at 9.8. 40, 69, 103, 113, 131, 141. There's 1,100 that are graded? Wait a minute, that can't be right. Origin and first appearance of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Splinter and Shredder. Wraparound cover, Kevin Eastman cover, Mirage Studios 84, right?
Yeah.
There's 930, a third of them are graded?
I mean, I don't think you don't know that you have that book, right? I mean, how many of those do you think are cold chilling in attics still? Probably not nearly as many as there would be, like.
Yeah, but for a third of them to be slabbed by CGC?
Yeah, well, like I said, how many, what do you think? Probably 100, 200 crack and resubmits in that?
Yeah, okay, so that could be like a whole bunch of 9.2s, like just trying to get that 9.6 over and over again. Yeah,
there's probably some Yahoo that's wasted a G on just grading that book, trying to get a 1 grade bump.
Well, yeah, if you're talking between a 9.4 and a 9.8, you're talking $40,000, $30,000. So if you can
that makes sense. But like, how many? I always think a 9.8. Like, how unlikely is a resubmit to go from something to a 9.8?
Very, very rare.
Yeah.
If there's a reason why it's not a 9.8, it usually be like a printing error, like a upper corner tick.
Sure.
You got 2 instead of 1, and there's your 9.6 right there. Or, well, obviously I would never resubmit something with a tear on it, but it might be something. If you look at the grader's notes and it's like cover wrinkles, and you're like, no, I'm sending it in, I'm having it pressed, and I'm resubmitting it.
Oh, I could see there being a boatload of resubmissions, like even in 7 through 8.5. I could see just tons of resubmissions.
Now that you say that, if you're talking 1,000, I'm thinking there's at least 200 resubmits in there.
Because there's gotta be at least 10% of that print run that doesn't exist anymore.
Just imagine if you keep getting
sure.
If you got a 9.6 over and over again, I would shoot for a 9.8 every time. I would crack it and be like, I might get lucky on the next one. You know?
Yeah, you mean just might get lucky with the grader, you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I just think that there's probably, that book's 38 years old already. I think the likelihood of at least 10 to 20% of those books no longer in existence.
TMNT's 2 years away from its 40th anniversary.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Middle-aged Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
Heroes,
right, Chris, you're up.
All right, my number 2, or
no, your number 1 already.
You're number 1.
Oh, I only gave you 3.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. Give us 2 then.
I know you have it, Dolph, and I want one, but I want a high grade one, and I want a Mark Jeweler Star Wars 68.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. That's one of that's almost as up there as the Clone Wars one, not the Filoni cover. The Filoni cover is in a league of its own, but
Mine's really nice. I really need to get it graded. I think
You have not
mine's.
pressed yours yet, right?
I don't think it needs a press. I think I'm gonna just submit it as is. I think it's at least gonna get a 9.4. There's a little print error, like a blue dot on the cover. That's a printing error, but I think it'll be like a 9.4, 9.6. Jewelers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I got that one. Just I snuck through. I can't imagine.
I can't believe that either because you bought it when this book was buzzy. Like it's not like you got it when this book was in a deep trough or a huge lull.
I don't even think I paid that much for it, did I?
No, I don't think so.
Let's see.
Yeah, I have the directs, or you have both of my.
Yeah.
So
I paid $300 for it.
That's
So I did pay a lot.
still not bad though.
But it's super high grade. But I mean, what is that in a 9.6? Oh, I can look at the census.
You're the only one of us that has something open that can tell you what that is.
GP and analysis. GP analysis.
GP analysis.
GP analysis. Every time I click this, keep me logged in. It never does. Doesn't work.
What a jerk.
Stupid. Star Wars 68. Let's just say, let me go conservative and say it's a 9.4, but I think it's way higher than that. So in a 9.4 Jewelers, 9.4. They didn't even have a 9.4 Jewelers on the census. Wait a minute, they don't have a 9.4. There's a Jewelers anywhere. The highest Jewelers they have is a 9.0.
Nice. You might have some gold there then.
But the 9.0 is $367. Oh no, that's newsstand.
Crazy.
No, so jeweler 20. Wait, this isn't right because mine would have showed up on here.
Cover price doesn't have a single slabbed version sold.
So universal grade, a 9.0, $205 sold in November 2020. Mine isn't even on here, but it's not graded, so. Yeah, that's so weird. The 9.0 is the highest Jewelers.
That's crazy.
How many are there? Because there are no Jewelers on here. There is only one 9.0 marked Jewelers in the entire GP. That's weird.
I don't know, but I'm looking at the look at that Star Wars 1 price variant. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, forget it, man.
Yeah, it's a big.
What's up, Kadu?
Chris, a 7.0. The last recorded sale of 7.0 was $6,600.
66. I think they're probably a 9.8. So probably like $40,000 now.
A 9.4 is $40,800.
9.4 is 40. Oh jeez.
There is nothing. At least in cover price, there's nothing. No recorded sale north of a 9.4.
Wow, that would explain.
Holy
wow.
Crap! Now I know there. So there's 3 years difference between the last recorded 9.2 sale and the 9.4 sale. The last 9.4 sale was on September 11th of 21. The last 9.2 sale was on February 5th of 18. But currently there's like $28,000 gap between 9.2 and 9.4.
That's nuts, man.
But that's bonkers though. I mean, a 7.5 sold in June for 9 G's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, Jason, what's yours? Number one.
My number one is also ASM1, which is not. You guys know how much money I spent. That's not bloody likely. That's gonna have to be in a suitcase, a purchase of a suitcase or something, where there's comic books inside, you know. But I just think I I recognize AF-15 as the superior book, but I like the cover of ASM-1 too. I love the fact that FF's on there. I just like the fact that the trade dress is
It's not a
essentially
favorite cover, unfortunately.
no, but I love.
I
I
know a
love
lot
that
of people
cover.
don't like it because he's
I
like
love
in a
that cover.
tube. I don't know. I love it.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's got the trade dress that that persists for the next
Oh yeah.
50 years, for God's sakes. So, yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, I'm looking now, but that's a newsstand, not a newsstand Mark Jewelers. That's what you want, right? Or you just
I
want
want
a
the
newsstand?
No, I want the Mark Jewelers.
Newsstand Mark Jewelers.
Yep.
Well, right, every Mark
That's the
Jewell
crazy
is-
part. Like newsstand for that book is what percent?
So that would have been 60 issue 68, right? And they started in 77, so 68 means it's 5 years and 8 months. So that
Yeah.
means it's from 1983.
That's like
That right?
almost in the conversion, isn't it? So it's like 60-40 at that time.
Yeah, it's still outranking, but clearly newsstand jewelers are all bets are off.
But that's what I mean. So it's if
Yeah, right here
newsstand-
there's a 7.5 Jewelers for 350.
So if newsstands are 40% of the print run, and then
Well,
jewelers are like 5% of the 40%.
Yeah, newsstand would have still been the dominant in that time period. So it still would have been 60% newsstand.
Right.
But aren't jewelers like 2%?
It's
Of-
really small.
of
It's
the
a low
population?
single-digit percent of the print run.
That was so. Chris, I went to see a fella's collection tonight. It was a lot of '90s stuff. I ended up just buying actually 5 or 7 Adam Hughes books for Jimmy. Is what I is what I got. But he was in the military. So
Oh, really?
so
Oh.
I
We
was
were
like,
hoping for some jewelers in there.
yeah, I was just like in my brain. I was like, oh my gosh, I should like. But he had everything bagged and boarded, so it wasn't like I could flip open
Yeah.
books or anything. But I was paying attention as to whether they were newsstands in general because they were not '90s books. So
I have never seen one in the wild. Never.
That's crazy. Oh, so Dolph is currently searching his number one,
There it is.
Cap 1.
It's not on here though. Where is it? It's not on Key Collector. Why? Is it too good?
It's too good.
Too good for you?
Is it too good for you?
Isn't it All American Comics number one? Isn't that what Cap's first? Isn't
I don't remember it being called All American Comics. I think it was just Captain
I don't know,
America
just
1.
Captain America. There you go.
It's
Captain America Comics.
Captain America Comics. Oh, that's just the top of it. Weak.
I mean, what other book? You know,
I mean, if I'm gonna go big, I'm gonna go Marvel big and not like DC big.
you're gonna go punching Nazis big.
Oh,
is
this
what
one
you're
is a
gonna go.
ripoff. He's punching Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
Whoops. Yeah, anyway, so you guys get the idea. But Captain America 1 is probably the book that I know I can never have, but I would always like that one. That one I would want.
Do you have any of the Captain America books?
From the 40s?
Yeah.
Nothing, no. I would take anything. I had a chance of getting one in pretty low grade for like $400 or $500, and it was like number 30 whatever. I don't even know how long it ran for. But no, I never owned one.
Yeah, my friend's friend, that fellow
Yeah,
I told you about,
Crazy.
he has one that's in pretty nice shape too. I can't remember what the issue number was off the top of my head, but I think he only had one of them. It was such an interesting menagerie of Golden Age books that
Yeah.
they were in this box that this kid got. But
I'm trying to look on eBay, just some Captain America Comics 26 and a 7.0 is like 11 grand,
yeah,
which is,
Yeah, but is he punching any Nazis on the cover?
He's always punching Nazis.
A
This
Oh,
one,
yeah.
him and Bucky are fighting a shark with Nazis in the background.
Nazi shark?
It might as well be a Nazi shark. I mean, there's Nazis in the background.
I like the idea of it being a German shark, like specifically the shark's nationality.
Let's see, number 26. Where was it? Oh, they don't even have it. But yeah, like punching a Nazi. He just punched a Nazi.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bring it. Yeah, you got to bring up cover price.
He punched a red alien Nazi. Why is cover price better for the gallery?
Yeah, well, it shows every single issue.
I never used cover price.
I remember there's no E. There's no E in it though. It's the.
Well, it helped if I even spelt it right.
It's COVR.
Right.
Yeah. There you go.
Do I have a login? I think I might. I do.
Well, I gave you. I was gonna say I gave you my login.
I think I have my own.
Yeah, so you can look up every single issue. Period.
There you go. Let's look at.
Yeah, you can specifically. There you go.
Where's 26?
Look at that murderers row.
Punching a shark.
German shark.
Elvira Shane Shark.
It's a bad day to be a shark.
It's a bad day to be a shark. There he is. It's a Nazi shark. 16 grand.
Is that shark like snakes in a plane style? Is that shark like flying from
There's a
the
lot
upper?
of fish there. There's some Nazis with some TNT. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, I was gonna say you can. That's a bull shark for sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They would have it no other way. Who drew early Cap? It wasn't Kirby, was it?
Well, yeah, the early issues were Kirby, right?
The early issues were.
Does
like,
Bucky
by
have a
this time-
Bucky have a 500-pound weight around his neck? That's bonkers.
It's bonkers. Rafal said, look up Captain America Comics 74.
Number 74?
74, he says.
Done. Let's do that. That'll be probably page 4.
Page 4, yeah.
It goes to 73. What is this, like a joke? Stand on the 10th green when at 10 p.m.?
Your Faust telling us that the bike's in the basement of the Alamo? Like,
Oh, it changed to Captain America Weird Tales at 74.
Rafael, is this the book? Is this the book that was in the Promise Collection with what's his face looking like the devil, like Red Skull? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's an awesome cover.
This is the one that was in the
great.
Promise Collection. It was
That
like a
was in
9.
the Promise collection, yeah. That's crazy. Raw, no
All
grade,
right.
5,000. Look at that, 19 grand for a 4.5.
Yeah. What year was that? What year was this? So if you
Doesn't
scroll
say.
down,
Oh.
it'll show you that. There you go, slab, and when they sold. So that was this year.
Yeah.
19 grand was it on
On a 4.5.
June 17th.
That's crazy.
That freaking dude, you got a steal of a deal in 2014, paying $2,700 for a 7.0.
I have to shrink this because I can't see. Every time I show it to you guys can see it because I'm sharing the screen, but you guys are over it for the podcast. That's nuts. Great book, though.
I'm glad he wasn't sending us into AutoZone for blinker fluid.
I think.
I thought the book from the Promise Collection sold though. I wonder why it doesn't show it on.
It's got to be here, right?
Because
Maybe
it
it
was.
was a-
I want to say it was like a 9.6 or something crazy like that. It was that was one of those books that was like the highest graded by a country mile.
It only goes to 8.0. Are you sure that wasn't it? That was November last year.
I don't. Maybe that
Maybe it
wasn't.
was an 8-0.
Yeah, I remember it. I mean, I remember it specifically. They had the first. They had the first appearance of the Riddler was the highest graded period on the census.
Let's look up that Star Wars 68 and see if we can see if it's
Yeah, they'll show jewelers and variants.
where is you?
Yep. You probably have to show more in the original Star Wars series. Yeah. So yeah.
Where is it?
He's wigging out. You got so the regular titles are first at the top, all the way. All
Oh,
these-
here show more?
No. That's limited series. You gotta go back up to the top. You scroll there. All right, now slowly scroll down. Slowly scroll down.
Slowly.
There you go. Show more.
I don't have
No,
time
there
for
there
this.
is 201 Star Wars
Oh,
titles.
come on. This is ridiculous. You know what I mean, don't they know the people that look this stuff up? They should go oldest first. Why do they do this?
Well, Chris is buying all these, so
Not only that, I put in 68. Why is it giving me this?
Right.
Chris is the one. Chris is actually.
Oh, I bet because I didn't put in number.
Oh no, you don't put that over there, don't you? Put it in the issue.
Oh, shit.
Put Star Wars in the title. I didn't see you did that.
You know what? I use so many different apps and they all do it a different way.
What? It didn't change it for you up there. You still have it in the wrong spot.
Sorry, everyone.
Sorry, this is very serious business.
This is very serious.
This is
All right,
extremely
there we
serious.
go.
There you
There
go.
it is. 4 variants.
So we're looking at Mark Jewelers.
Mark Euler's.
Mac.
Not a lot of sales data here. And mine isn't here. Maybe I paid $200 for it.
I felt like you did pay 200 because you paid 200 for everything there for a minute. You got that you got that bullseye for 200. You got the what was that? You got those 4 books. You got the bullseye for 200. You got the first Electra for 200.
Yeah.
You got
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange for 200.
No, I got this in November. November
Okay.
25th, not September 21st.
Okay.
They
I thought
don't
you were
have
going to go.
They don't have my
I thought
book
you were-
on here.
I thought you were going to go 2 for 2 in the last 2 weeks about having a book that you could see the actual sales data of during a
Yeah.
live stream.
That's pretty funny though that I was on Key Collector last week. I never thought that would happen. It also means that I overpaid for that book. But I'm happy about it. We will see on November 11th. If Henry Cavill is Hyperion, I will be a happy man.
Oh, is that one? Is that what the Investor Day or whatever?
Yep.
Or
Yeah,
D20?
the 9th through the 11th. So
What's up with the rumors of him doing Captain Britain?
I don't think it's Captain Britain. I think they gave him a bigger character. Captain Britain wouldn't have been a big enough bone for him. Don't you
No.
think?
Well, I was just looking and seeing that there was speculation that they could have signed him on as Captain Britain. And now
It's just one of those things, though. Like, how do we know if they do it well? How do we know what a big enough character is? Like, if 8 years ago or 9 years ago you would have been like, oh, they're giving Chris Pratt Star-Lord, you'd be like, what? They're giving,
Yeah.
I gotta admit a little ignorance here. I don't know a lot about the character. I don't know much about Captain Britain. I never read Captain Britain.
that's
So
because you're from America.
that could have something to do with
that's
it.
because all you're looking for is books with Nazis getting punched in the
I
front.
was as a little kid, I was a Hulk and
Although
Spider-Man reader. I didn't do
Captain Britain probably would have also been punching Nazis. So
Probably.
in all fairness.
probably. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think being the leader of the Squadron Supreme. Plus, it is the first appearance of Grandmaster. That also adds a little bit to that book, which is nice.
Yeah. Get a little the Gold Bloom bump.
All right. Can I give you my last one?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Who has it got?
Sorry, Chris.
It's this is the biggie. This is like that
This is where-
unattainable.
this is where we just
I don't
tell
think
him
I can
he's
afford
wrong.
this one.
It's not. You shouldn't get that.
But any of the Matt Baker Lady Phantom
Oh yeah,
Golden Age.
definitely. Yeah, if you're those are awesome books.
Yeah.
That was
So-
also the highest graded version of that book in the Promise
The
Collection,
Phantom
too.
Lady.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
was
really?
it?
Yeah.
It was a monster. That was what, the fourth highest one?
Yeah, I think it sold for like something like 300 plus thousand bucks.
I
Like,
still say my favorite book in that whole collection was that Solomon Grundy book. It was beautiful. That was so nice. I
Yeah,
don't know
what
how-
was that? It was like a 9.6 or something.
It was
crazy,
really ridiculously high, and that paper is so delicate too. It's
So what
thick.
is this Promise collection you're talking about?
It was just
Oh,
a
you-
guy who held on to a comic collection for a buddy of his that went to war and died,
Oh,
and he held on to it forever, and then he died, and then there it is. But that was it. The whole thing was that he would take care of this collection that's
Yeah,
his job.
I think the story was like it was like his younger brother or something like that. He was
Was
going.
it brothers?
That's what I think
It
was
might
the.
have been. It might have been. I don't know why I thought
He
it was
was
a
going
friend.
to the Korean War, and he made his brother promise that, like, if anything happened to him, the promise, if anything happened to him, that they would take care of the books. And so the family took care of the books for like the next 2 generations or 2.5 generations, and or 3 generations, and then finally got to the point where it was like people were like, "Yo, this is expensive just to keep these things." Like it's expensive to not let these things get ruined, kind of thing. And
I wonder
so,
how he stored them. Like they must
it
have-
actually said, the one article I read said how they were stored. They were stored in like
I know they were in a
wooden
trunk.
crate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were in a trunk, but I mean, like, were they bagged and boarded, or were they just laying on top of each other? Because they're
Well,
like perfect.
Well, they wouldn't. Bags and boards wouldn't even existed until what, the freaking 70s?
No, I mean, but he. Oh. Was that when it was out of his hands finally? Like, what? I thought he just died.
Well, no. I mean, first cat died in the Korean War, so
Well, we know that. Yeah, that we know.
dishes were done for that.
We're talking
dude.
about the dude
Yeah.
that made the promise.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if we're just thinking about plain simple math, he probably could have just died. Like if he had lived a good, long American life, he would have maybe just passed, right?
Right.
So, because you think if he's 20 something in the 50s, then and lived a really long life, yeah.
I think between that promise collection and that doctor with that baseball card collection are two of like the most amazing things that have come to auction in a long time. That dude had the finest Babe Ruth rookie that even existed. He had a couple of other like amazing rookie cards that were such high grade. They were the highest grade versions of those cards.
Have you guys actually seen?
Rafal said it was his brother.
Then it must be.
If you guys, Dolph, you can actually look up, if you Google search pedigree comic collections on the CGC homepage. It shows you all whatever it is, 61 pedigrees, and then it gives a blurb about each and every one. The interesting thing is there are 3 of them from PA, Allentown, Bethlehem. So basically 2 from the exact same area, and what do you call it? Lancaster. But the Bethlehem one is funny because I'd never heard of it. It says, I'm sorry. And it also tells you how they are denoted. The Allentown one, purchased by Jim Payette and Stephen Fisher in 1987, the Allentowns only numbered 135 comics, but contained some of the highest grade copies of several key issues such as Detective 27, Marvel 1, Captain 1, Captain America 1, and Batman 1. So 135 comics and had Detective 27, Marvel 1, Captain America 1, and Batman 1.
He did what I was doing back then. He was only collecting first appearances.
The original
in the
owner had
40s.
discovered his mother had saved his small collection when he found them in her closet. His acquaintance, a local antique dealer, contacted 6 comic book dealers to place bids, with Payet and Fischler bidding the highest. Even though the comics do not exhibit any distinctive marks, nearly every copy has retained its provenance.
Wow.
So yeah, it talks about all 61 pedigrees and how they're, what makes them special or how you can differentiate.
Well, I know there was one collection, I don't remember the initials. It was like he drew in pencil like a PB on every cover. Something like that, but I mean those were really super high value too, but he drew on every single one of them.
Yeah,
That's
I
cool.
mean that the Promise collection had in excess of 5,000 books.
I know the sale lasted what, 3 days?
Oh yeah, it was. I mean, well, that first wave.
The first day was the best day, but I know it lasted 3 days, something like that. All right, Jason, it's that time.
It's that time to break for the rhythm and the rhyme.
And Chris,
Whoa.
you have one?
Christopher has one. Yeah,
I have one.
Well, it's not this one.
I have.
No.
I have fallen off the list this week.
I can't believe you don't have one.
No.
I gotta look at the app and I'll tell you how many I have, because this one actually might be interesting.
Okay, so, I mean, this one, these are almost so predictable at this point in time, right? Like, you get Spider-Man's first appearance in every title. I mean, like...
Any first crossover Spider-Man, just buy it.
And the greatest part is there's probably a ton of people who did this, who were huge comic fans, who just, now have Spidey's first appearance in Daredevil, Spidey's first appearance in all these titles.
But they're just doing basically the Spider-Man version of what Doom was 3 weeks ago. It's like...
Yeah, well, exactly right, yeah. Only Spidey has like... Spidey has like a tentpole key for almost every single series, whereas Doom would have been like later in some of those runs, right? But yeah, I mean, Avengers 11, first meeting of Spider-Man and the Avengers. Yeah, I mean, what do we have to say about these? They're practically predictable, but I mean, just these are pretty cool. I mean, we see books that are up 16% since July, which is incredible right now, because you think that there's been a lot of regression in the last 4 or 5 months, and these books are up in the last 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, most collecting channels are talking about the the market's dropping, and it's just not for these key books. Like I always say, like key books are always going to plateau and go up. Like they're not going to just drop. And this is, I would say it's like, first 10 issues, 11 issues of Avengers with the Spider-Man crossover, and it's the second Kang, which is another thing, and it's second Wonder Man. I mean, there's a lot going for this book.
Was
this
FF
is a triple threat. What's that?
Was FF50 number 10 last week? Do you remember?
FF50?
Yeah. What the Surfer cover, was that number 10 last week?
I think so.
Because this would be the second straight week where the background color is an odd color.
It's lime green.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Do we even call that lime? It's almost like split pea green.
Yeah. I like it. I actually do like it.
I do like the cover though, although it's it's not like the most refined artwork for sure. I don't know who did this cover.
We can tell you right now.
Yeah.
Kirby.
Really? Looks like Jack mailed that one in.
Well, no,
that's Thor.
Yeah, that's a Kirby face. Definitely Kirby.
That's Spidey though.
Spidey looks like Ditko.
Yeah, the Spidey looks like Ditko. The Spidey actually almost looks like Spidey 2099 when you look at
with the blue face. You're
right.
Yeah,
the blue face. Yeah. So, Anywho, also, I never really noticed fetal position Iron Man on the cover here. I don't.
He's getting like he just got kicked in the stomach by Giant Man.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure exactly what happened here, but Giant Man does have his leg somehow up in the air.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Iron Man is actually yet to fall in the net. I'm not sure, or in the web. I'm not sure. But,
so I'm 5 for 10. Do I own this book?
do you own this book? I'm saying no. Christopher, does Dolph own that book?
Which one? What are we talking about?
Avengers 11.
Avengers 11? Nah.
No, I don't own this book.
Yes.
You win! Tomb of
Where's
Dracula
Win.
1.
Not that book.
Where's my prize?
You get nothing.
Oh, good day,
absolutely
sir.
nothing.
You go, Jason. I'm filling up my water.
Stupid. You're so stupid. Number 9, Tomb of Dracula 1. This week seems like it is books that have been circling the drain for a while. Like these books are Tomb 1, even though it's not Tomb 10, there's so much to love about Tomb 1. It's a classic Neil Adams cover. It's first appearance of Dracula in comics. Like, just so much going on for it. And, it doesn't surprise me in any way, shape, or form that this book is still hanging around. And it's picking up again, too. So you see that there in the 7.0 sold for $640 versus the 12-month average of $559. So it's up 14% when generally speaking, probably the rest of the silver and bronze age market is kind of down 10 to 20%. This one is moving.
It must be the Van Helsing
You think so?
appearance.
First appearance of Van Helsing?
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
I think you're definitely right. Specifically, who played Van Helsing in that first movie? Was it Hugh Jackman?
Yeah. No, yeah.
No, the first movie was with Gary Oldman, who played Van Helsing in that one.
Oh, and Bram Stoker?
Wasn't it Anthony Hopkins?
Was it?
Was it? Oh no! Wait.
We need Rafaus to answer this.
Why
Who
are
played
we're
Van-
always looking to Rafaust for all of
I know.
our...
He's
Rafaust,
the
I've been having these dreams lately.
He's the Wikipedia of this channel. So anyways, Tomb of Dracula 10, I find it at the flea market, I'm buying it. Or Tomb of Dracula 1, I mean.
Yes.
Tomb of Dracula 10 minus 9, I'm buying it at the flea
Yep,
market.
Anthony Hopkins, you're right.
I was right. Yes. Do I own this book?
Yes.
I could see you having this one.
1 of 5.
Ooh, Rafael says 5 out of 10. You don't have
Ooh.
Avengers 11, do you?
Rafaus has five. Well, we know Rafaus is a Spider-Man fan, but we also know he doesn't have all Spider-Man keys. But I feel like he's not pissing around, so I think he's got Avengers 11.
No.
No.
Come on. Wait for that chat. Don't fail me now. He's letting suspense build. Anyways, Tomb of Dracula 10, Tomb of Dracula 1, I keep wanting to say 10. At the flea market, I'm buying it. I freaking love how big the trade dress is on this cover too.
Yeah. This is a great one.
Yeah.
Plus it's got that Scooby.
No for Avengers 11, but I'm going to guess yes for Tomb of Dracula.
He seems awfully toomy. I'll
got
go with
that-
a yes.
I like that Scooby-Doo vibe that it's got going on in the background of this comic. All right, Dolph, we need to scroll.
Yes, sir.
Reggie?
Strange Tales 135. This one, I don't know, this one kind of surprises me this week because there's nothing in particular that's jumping out.
Shield
you
and
know?
Hydra. That's it. Because I
Right.
think not only that, they were
He has
7021. I think they were talking about bringing back Shield too, especially Daisy. So I don't know. I think also it's got that nice Nick Fury cover.
You wish it was
Definitely
a
not
Cage
Nick Cage.
Um, these Strange Tales books, again, I haven't been doing this a very long time, and I'm primarily seeing them at flea markets and stuff like that. But all the early Strange Tales books I see are from the Run Over by a Truck division.
Yeah.
As Chris Sewell on Baseball Card Collector, Investor Dealer, in that order says.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would imagine these must be tough gets in those higher grades. But yeah, I mean, this book is up in three, and all those higher, upper mid grades. No, these are north of mid grades, but not quite super grades. But 7.0, 7.5, 8.5, all up pretty significantly over the 12-month average. So, yeah, definitely a book to be on the lookout for.
No, he does not have this.
Oh, does he have this or not?
Dolph doesn't have this.
Oh, does Dolph have this?
I don't think either of them have it. How about that?
I do not have this book.
How do you like them apples?
How do you like them?
You like him?
Yeah, I don't have this one.
Dolph's got the next one.
I know he does.
I definitely.
So
have
does
the next
Rafaust.
one. I like the numbers too on the latest sold.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, right?
Nope, I don't have the Strange Tales.
Hulk 181 is like
my Hulk 181's a 3.5.
It's just crazy to see how this book goes. Like, I mean, it's done this forever, right?
Oh yeah, it's been a steady climb.
But it's like this the last this and this and Giant Size 1 are just kind of those interesting fluctuations.
If there's another major dip on this book, I'll buy another one. I know, what was his name? Golden Age Guru. Didn't he buy like 20 of these?
I think he submitted.
He submitted so many of them. It was crazy. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen when they were all just laid out. It was insane.
It was crazy too. His unboxing video. I don't know if you watched the unboxing video or not.
I did.
Because Comic Tom's the one who revealed all the grades, and Comic Tom seemed to take some delight in some of the misses, but he also seemed to take some delight in some of the hits too. So
yeah, he pulled a couple in high 9s, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if he had a 9.8 though.
No, he didn't have it at 9.8.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see some low 700. You will never ever get this book for $725. Where the hell is that not? This must be like it just subtracts by X amount percentage on whatever the high is.
I don't know. You know what? That's funny. I did not know this book had a value stamp.
Oh yeah. I almost made a T-shirt for it. The Shaun the She-Devil. I was working on a T-shirt for this.
Did I know this book had a value stamp? I guess I did.
Yeah, you must have.
This has a value stamp.
First Iron
Fist,
yes,
right?
It's the Marvel Premiere 15.
And then there's like 2 other huge keys that have value stamps.
Those are the 2 biggest.
Okay.
There definitely are more, but those are the 2 big ones.
Okay.
Yeah, first Iron Fist for first Wolverine.
I'm that idiot who would buy the facsimile without the comic stamp.
Yeah, I would like to see.
Look what I got. Oh.
Hulk 181. Oops. 3.5. What are they going for now? 37.50. That's good. 4,000, 5,000. I gave what did I buy it from Henry for $1,300?
That transaction would have been like pre my more friendship
He
knowledge of you.
he gave me a great deal. I think for $1,500 I got a Hulk 181 and a Avengers 4, the Cap book.
Yeah,
So for $1,500.
squatting Cap.
Yeah, I had to buy that book. He knew I wanted it too, and he's like, I got a great deal on it. I'll
Isn't
make money. You
isn't
make money.
wasn't the isn't his like beautiful copy of that? Isn't that the one that recently came back restored?
That's the one that came back restored. I talked to him about the whole thing, and I said, because it came with color touch, and I said, I thought he shined a black light on it and everything. He said, I did. There's no color touch. I don't know what they're talking about. But yeah, he was really bummed by that. I would be too. It was a beautiful copy, and it came back color touch.
Because it was like in the eights, right? Wasn't it?
No, I think he was hoping for a 7,
Okay.
maybe a 6.57.
Okay.
But that would have even put it in the many, many thousands of dollars for that
Yeah, yeah,
book.
yeah.
So,
This
yeah.
is somewhat unrelated, but I was watching an auction on Saturday, and I was actually, I had some money I thought I could bid, and there was a Star Trek One,
Oh, nice.
and obviously mine's an 8,
Yeah,
and looking at the pictures, there was not a single spine tick on this book,
yeah.
and there was no bids in pre-bidding, and the estimate was only $350 to $600,
Wow.
and I was like, "Holy crap! If that book goes for $600, I would buy it."
Yeah,
And
snatch
it
that one
took
up.
like 4 seconds for it to go to $900, and I think it actually ended up selling at $900, which, I mean, they showed a lot of high res images of the front and the back of this book. I almost guarantee that book was a 9.
Yeah,
And
wow.
and if that book was a 9 for $900, you got like a $3,500 to $4,500 book. So
Did you have any luck selling yours, or are you still trying?
I'm not going to sell that on eBay. I can hold that
Okay.
until I do my next show or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like giving eBay, $200+ of my sale. So,
All right.
all right, you see that at the flea market, you're buying it.
Definitely buying it.
Batman Adventures. This has got flea market possibilities still.
This one's
This-
got lots of like storage locker clean out possibilities
Yeah.
too. Like this is one of those books because it's a '90s book.
This week is the week of books that have been in small dips, starting to rise back to the top. So if this is any indication, next week we'll see ASM 300 back on this list. We'll probably see
Yeah.
Giant Size back on this list.
Yeah.
We'll see those books coming back. So
Or
this
that
one,
New Mutants.
Yeah.
New Mutants 98.
Yeah, New
Everybody's
Mutants
got one,
98.
Chris. Everybody's got one.
Well, after
Everyone
this week,
and their
after this,
friggin' brothers.
after this
Uh,
weekend is over and they announce Deadpool 3, that book's gonna pop back on this list.
So
Stupid New Mutants.
Stupid New Mutants.
it's interesting. The interesting thing to me is that this book is selling this week in solid upper mid grades.
Yeah.
6.0 and 6.5. I'd definitely be happy for a grade bump to pay $14 extra. I can tell you that much. A 6.5 sold for $579,
Yeah.
and up 14% since this past April, and a 6.0 565 up 3% since June. I cannot believe. I don't know. I said it that way. I cannot believe that there's only that much difference between a 6.5 and a 9.0. Though $775.
Yeah, I would definitely. We talked about this. I'd pay the extra $200 for a 9.0.
Yeah. And that's up 4% over the 9 month.
I
It's
just
interesting
don't-
because I'd imagine there's big difference in newsstands
What's up,
in this
John?
book.
What's that?
I would imagine there's big difference in newsstands in this book, right? 93.
I would think so.
I mean, it's late 93 too, September. So
Yeah, this has got Death of Superman era all over it, which those are rare.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many
And
variants are there of this book? There's 12 variants of this
apparently
book?
12. Yeah, but that's probably
Oh, all right.
modern version.
Not
Yeah.
on first release.
Yeah.
I want the Las Aventuras de Batman, the Pepsi version.
That's interesting. The different color, right? On those last.
Yeah.
On those.
I thought
actually
Ivy looked different, but she doesn't.
I actually really like the color scheme actually on those.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. The newsstand.
Oh, there is a newsstand.
Friggin' yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That is a big difference.
Yeah, that is a big difference. I'd love to see what the actual sales data are. If it says the high is 2.5, which
So what
is
did that say? 2.5K for the high?
2.5 yeah, 2.5K. So 2.5 times the direct.
Do I own this?
Yes. Yes, you own this, but it's got a schmutz.
I do. No, it doesn't have a schmutz. It has a store stamp on it,
Oh, that's great.
which kills it. I can't even get it graded. It'll come back
Qualified.
qualified
Oh yeah, it'll come back right.
green.
Green.
It sucks. I didn't even
They
think
make-
about it.
they
I got
make
it such
that-
a good deal, and now I know why.
They made that green a butt ugly green too, just to rub it in.
yeah, they're mocking you. You
Yeah.
silly goose! You bought a
Such
green
an
book.
ugly, such an ugly.
You are a
green.
mega dumbass. I still am happy to have it. It's not
Yeah,
the best
nice.
condition either. Yeah, there you go. Qualified.
Bastards.
That's Savage Opress.
Yeah. It's a nice copy, though.
I love it. It's great.
Well,
Where's the
'cause
stamp
you
on
have
the
the
back?
store. You have the Free Comic Book Day store stamp, right, Chris?
Yep.
Mine
See,
is just
I
so
don't
mine isn't even
understand that
because
crap.
it's not a free comic book day. There's no white box for it. It's literally a stamp in the middle of her chest.
I don't understand that. Why though? When a date stamp doesn't get a qualified, why does the freaking store stamp get a qualified?
I think that's because it's stuff that's accepted of the era. The wax crayon, the stamp,
Yeah.
all that stuff is just accepted of the era. Nobody knew any better, so they just let it go.
But in '93, they're saying if you're a store owner and you stamp it, that's a.
Yeah, I would
you're a
certainly
dummy.
like to know the point where that's not acceptable. I mean, there's got to be like, okay, so when we
When-
start
when-
having like
What point in time are people dummies?
the direct
versus not
editions
dummies?
are when the direct editions are more like prevalent and people started stamping the crap out of their stuff, like maybe they were just like, this is not okay. This
When
practice
people
is not going to
started
fly.
utilizing that Oprah stamp, you get a stamp.
You
get a
get a
stamp. Every
stamp.
book gets a stamp.
Yep.
I mean, dude, this is actually kind of validating in what we've talked about over the last 6 months. Like these books, we've said like, oh, these are evergreen books. You can invest in them. Hulk 102.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it multiple times, and I should have bought this.
It's nice to see
by
this title
point
up
in
there.
time.
Yeah.
But here we go. All those first 6 Hulk issues are like, going crazy still, and so now we get the trickle down to Hulk 102. I don't know whether it was you, Dolph, last week, or maybe it was some content I was watching online that were just talking about how they felt like this book didn't get love for a long time because they continued the number convention, and so
Well, that's what
long
we had
time.
said, that it doesn't get a lot of love because it's not one.
right.
Because it's 101, and how Cap started late and Thor
Yep.
started late, so it's like the conventional numbering system screws everything up. It wasn't a good choice
No.
because obviously you're seeing the popularity of Surfer 1 and Namor
Yeah,
1
sure.
and Iron Man 1. Those are big books, and this one is just forgotten.
It is interesting though, starting to see again. I think there's a ton of room. If you look, I think there's still a ton of room in this book. Like
In
a
the mid grades
9.2
for sure, yeah, definitely
a
in the mid
9.2
grades.
sold for $1,100. A
Yeah.
7.0
Mhm.
for $3.99.
Yeah, you can still
Like-
jump in this book at a 5.0 for like $150, $200 probably.
Well, like so this is one of those books I think like, let's say you go to a toy show and there's a comic guy there who hasn't priced books in the last year or something like that,
Sure.
which I've already seen that, so I know that you guys
Yeah.
have seen that. You know, you could this book you could get probably in those upper mid grades for $100
Yeah, you
or
could.
$150. Yeah.
That's what we dream about. Going to a toy store or a book show or like some video game show, and some guy's got a long box, and he's like, "Hey, these are my grandpappy's books. You can have them all for $1."
Yay.
I do like the idea of owning somebody's grandpappy's books.
Well, I mean, like when I was at the Wayne show with you.
Mhm.
That guy in the back wall in the concession stand, he's like, I got all these long boxes in a locker clean out. He's like, I priced them half of what I saw on the price guide, and I grabbed a whole bunch of good stuff.
Oh, and he priced them from a physical price guide.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the other
Like-
thing. So he priced them from a price guide, and then he took half off, so they were really undervalued. And I grabbed a bunch of stuff off of them. It wasn't the greatest of quality, but for it was relative to what it was.
Sure.
And he knew
sure.
enough about it to say like, all right, this is a 5. I'm gonna price it half of what it is
Okay,
at a 5.
okay.
So, like, it was a 5, he priced it at a 3, and if it was a 6, he priced it at a 3.
Okay.
So
Question: does Dolph and/or Faust own this book? I think
Yes.
Dolph owns this book.
I do own this book.
Yeah.
I think he does.
You know me
Faust
being a
owned that book.
Hulk fan. I
I-
definitely own this book.
I've given up on trying to understand Faust's collection.
Yeah, me
I
too.
s-
Faust is a
He's
mystery.
a wild card.
He's a mystery wrapped in an enigma.
One of Jimmy's favorite lines.
I know.
So yeah, I mean, this book, I think, if you're lucky enough to find this book at a fair price, which I think a lot of
Yeah,
people,
I think $100 in the lower mid grade is a great buy-in for this book. Like if you can get one,
Yep, he's got it.
That's how I did my whole first appearance collection. I went the lower end of middle, and I
what
grabbed
really ticks me off. So whatever it was it was a year and change ago now that I bought that Superheroes 20, the Doom, at the flea market, right? He had 2 short boxes, and I just didn't have a lot of money, but like they were mostly 60s and 70s keys, and I can't, nothing jumps out in my mind now about stuff that I left behind.
Yeah.
But because I got the Doom book at such a incredible price.
Yeah.
But now in retrospect, I think so much about like what did I leave behind in that box? Was this one of the books in that
Sure.
box?
Yeah,
Something
sure.
like that. And you can't live with what ifs, but man, you could sure try. So anywho, I find it at the flea market potentially again. I'm buying it.
Buying it. ASM 121. This is a big
This
book.
next book, I actually will see this book in a collection either Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
I know that this book is in the collection that I'm taking a look at this weekend. I would love to own this book.
Oh, of course.
I think
And
it's
look
a
at those
rad-
numbers too. It doesn't
think
take
the-
much for this book to be worth a lot.
I think it's a rad cover. It's got such deep significance, especially for like just a main character in a main title who dies and then stays dead for a long time. This isn't Death of Superman 4 issues later. He's back at it. This character stays dead for what, 30 years or 40 years, something like that. But when is Gwen Stacy's next appearance?
After this,
Is it Spider-Verse?
90s, yeah, I guess. Edge of Spider-Verse 2? Is it?
I'm not sure.
I'm not either.
But,
you can look up and we'll do it. Actually, we can do it now. I could just open up a key collector in another tab, and we can search by character.
Yep.
$5,000. first appearance, then she's dead, then her funeral, then it's a clone, then it's a death of the clone. No, I'm just kidding.
What ifs? Reprints?
Yeah. Gwen Stacy won. Because the other one's Spider-Gwen. So there's just... So Gwen Stacy won in 2020.
Yeah. So yeah, she stayed dead for...
She stayed dead for a good long time.
37 years?
Yeah. Because when was Spider-Gwen? 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Cadu just said it. It says she's from a different universe. Gwen Stacy is still dead.
Right. All right. Do I own this book?
Okay, well, let's go back up to the top. We got to see how many you have already.
Oh. Okay.
So,
no. 1, 2, 3,
4.
4.
Oh no, he's got Marvel Premiere 47 for sure, which means he doesn't have this book. And I feel like he would have this book, but I'm almost positive he has Premiere 47. So I'm gonna say he doesn't have this book.
No, it has slipped through my fingers.
Okay.
Rick had a good copy of it that I wanted to buy, and it was like one of those days where if I'm working at this store on Free Comic Book Day and he has it, I let everybody else get an opportunity. And if it hasn't sold by the end of the day, I'll pick up books. This is one of the ones I wanted, and it got bought fast.
This is another one of those books. Look at the difference between a 4.5 and a 6.0. You're talking about friggin' 3 grades there.
$125.
For $59. You know, or I'm sorry, was that 53 plus 14, so $67 for 3 grades? Yeah, man, definitely getting that 3 grade. And then huge jump in the next 5 grades.
Faust has it. We're Faust.
Nice. You got me.
He's got it.
Faust has a 7.0 of every comic in this list.
He does have a
I
lot
know,
of
right?
7.0s.
Hey, for these older books, it's not a bad grade at all.
And then Christopher has...
All right, enough about everybody else. Let's talk about me for a moment.
You got this one?
I do have this one.
Marvel Premiere number 47.
Yeah, you just bought it, right?
Yeah, I just bought it.
Yeah, last month before, something like that.
I believe your quote was something along the lines of like, I'm going to try what you guys are trying, and then instantly the kid gets into the big leagues in the top 10. I mean, come on.
There you go.
See, I got good teachers.
First appearance of Scott Lang. This is another one that's interesting. Like, what is the boon for this book right now? Is it just the fact that we know we're going to continue to have?
Oh, because you're going to get a lot of Quantumania rumors in about 4 days.
True. So that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I think all of this Marvel stuff is leading up to 2 days from now. Friday, when they start announcing everything, and comics are going to go bonkers for a week.
I don't have an opportunity in the next 2 days to purchase these things.
You know what you should do, though, is you should start listing stuff you want to sell Marvel-wise on eBay for like a bit higher than what they are right now, and it'll get scooped right up.
That's true, yeah.
Like if you want to move any of your Marvel books right now, especially like your Silver Age stuff, anything with cool covers, anything with Doom going like this.
Well, I'm assuming I'll get my Marvel Superheroes 20, which I'm not going to sell back, any year now. I mean, it is in grading. It is in grading, encapsulation, and imaging. So
it's in grading.
Yeah.
Has it improved since I gave you the login? I know you checked every day.
You'd be proud of me. I've only checked one time.
Really?
It was last night.
Wow.
And it was in the same status.
I'm very impressed. It's not like you.
One thing I had to ask you, and this does not have to be live on YouTube, but it said something about updating credit card information. I was like, is that in reference to this particular credit card? And I guess it could have expired since I sent that thing in October, but I'm pretty sure I paid for the grading of this book in April.
I wouldn't, because if there's a problem, they'll email us.
Okay. Yeah.
So I wouldn't, in case you change others and I have so many different people paying for their own stuff.
Sure.
So,
Right. Yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't change credit card information.
Yeah, like I said, I'm fairly certain I paid for that book already.
Yeah, you must have.
April or whatever.
Oh, you mean they? Yeah, I remember
Sure.
them charging you back in the day.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I think
Either way,
I think,
Chris Crumbs, this is a great book. You did
Yeah.
well.
yeah, you did.
Ain't you so bad?
You
You
did.
got this on.
You did it so nice.
On whatnot,
It's
right?
nice. Yeah, guy had a bunch of stuff in his. Actually, his brother's comics. I buy a lot of stuff from them and whatnot, and they had a bunch of stuff. They got a new collection in. They had a bunch of stuff.
Cool.
The stuff that I in the buy it now, and I kind of lowballed a lot of things because they don't press. They don't, they just kind of as is.
Churn and burn.
Wasn't this was something? This was something that was kind of like after the fact. Didn't you say it was like kind of left, like towards the end of the show? You were like, "Hey, let me."
Well, that's
throw you
that's
off.
what
it's in
happened.
Buy it now.
It was in the buy it now, and like they were about to take off, and I just gave them this like list. I was like, I'll give you this much for all these. They pulled them all out. They showed me everything on screen. They were like, sure. I was like, sweet.
That's cool.
That's a great time to do it too. Everybody's just trying to clean out. I got to do another whatnot, man. I haven't done one in a while, and I still haven't tried comics yet.
We're doing one tomorrow.
Are you? I got to do a sports card one. I got that box that I got from that guy Darren, and I got to start moving stuff.
Lots of Star Wars figures to go. Ooh.
Yeah, I have some, but I don't have enough for a sale. I have like 6. I need.
Well,
more.
I have more modern stuff, like the 90s stuff.
Okay, got you.
But I have 120 listed, carded.
Yeah.
So and there's a couple of them that apparently the early vintage collection
Yeah.
ones they had like giveaway stickers on them, and I have a Vader that has like the one sticker which is like worth like $30, but then it's got the Boba Fett, the Mandalorian helmet sticker on it. That I have one that's punched, but online there's one that's unpunched with that sticker that sold for $200. So I listed mine at 100.
Chris, what is the difference between punched and unpunched on cards?
You know where they hang the peg?
Yeah, like the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's unpunched, it still has that piece in the middle. If it's like
Huge.
that's really all it is.
Huge difference.
Yeah, it's like
Really?
it's damn near 50%.
So that means like it
'cause it's
didn't
like-
get out to the sales floor; it stayed in the back.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody yanked it right out of the case.
That was like back in the day in that Toy Hunter show. It's like some old lady who worked at a Woolworths. She just kept the cases in her attic, and he went to her house, and it was like every all the original guys. He was just pulling each one out, uncarded, unpunched, straight out of the case, the original Kenner case.
Yeah,
See, that's one of those things that, like, man, that's something I would have never, like, lots of times the weird little collectibles things where it's like, oh, well, like, the reason that this is worth more is because, a dog didn't whisper on the corner, or, like, stuff like that. It's like, what the hell? Like, that's interesting, because
That's why all those guys at, what is it, Cincinnati, Crumbs? All those guys from Cincinnati lived around Kenner.
Oh, right.
That's where like the concentration of all like the prototypes are, because they like escaped, but they're all in that like Cincinnati area.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's pretty cool. That's where most of like the rocket firing Boba Fett prototypes were found.
There's only 2 of them.
There's only 2, I think, and they're like $100K, right?
Yeah, they're
ridiculous money.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Next.
Jimmy would be very upset because it's taken us a year to get through this list tonight. Tales to Astonish 63. We're on like minute 29 of this top 10.
I don't understand this one at all, because it's not the first appearance of the leader, and I like the leader as spec because I've been buying leader first appearances for a long time now.
I mean, can we talk about these jumps in price? Holy crap.
I don't get it. I don't. So if the leader is rumored to return to the MC, like, why isn't the leader's first appearance the book? Why this one?
Also, like, what? Who really cares that much? Like, so rumored to have an appearance in the She-Hulk series, and that's gonna do a plus 256%. Now that is a
Well,
2019 sale.
that's a 2 or 3 year
But
sales
look at the
difference.
9.0. That's 68% this year. Wouldn't you
Yeah.
imagine that book would have been hotter or the book would have, in January before the market kind of cooled a little
I
bit?
mean, this might be one of those like first full versus cameo.
Could be. All I'm saying though is
I mean, let's look at it
that's
versus
an $895 spine tick between a 9.0 and a 9.2 in this book. That's an
because
expensive spine tick.
maybe I've been specking on the wrong book. I thought, okay.
Was it just leader?
I
Yeah.
thought it was the leader, but whatever. So this book is the one I've been. No, it's still higher price. This is the one I would think.
Well, so that does say, look, that says first cameo appearance.
It does say first
Oh,
cameo,
okay.
but look at the high.
Yeah.
Obviously this is the one that's accepted as the first leader. I have like 5 of these.
Dude, does that say first cover appearance of the Chameleon?
No, first cover. No,
Yeah.
first cover appearance of the Chameleon is ASM 1, isn't it?
No, it says first cover appearance.
Oh, that's right. He's not on ASM 1. It's just
Yeah,
his
he's
first
not on.
appearance, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah, there he is.
remember his first cover appearance in ASM is like
Yeah, it's not till
like
later. Yeah,
70 or something like that.
yeah, it does take a while. Yeah, I mean, this is the book I've been investing in. I don't know why this one's on there.
Yeah, those Tales to Astonish are another title that I don't see them high grade. Like
No, 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 no. Mine are all like mid to low, but that's what I buy anyway for super keys.
where Faust broke his streak. I don't know. His premiere 47 is a 9.0. I was really hoping it was 7.0.
Oh, his Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand. I would really like to have seen 62 on there.
Man, that is that first full appearance though. That must be that bump.
But it's not. I mean, you see,
I mean,
the other one was 850 to 730. I mean,
yeah, but I mean, I guess. Well, that's true. Yeah, I guess that's true. Because if we're looking at Hulk 180 versus 181
well, let's see.
as a barometer, right?
Let's see.
Let's play. Well, there's both issues. Did you see that listing had both issues in it?
No, I didn't. Let's find. There's not a whole lot of graded stuff. See, like they're still going these mid grades for like $50. I would definitely buy these. Like,
Yeah.
if you $37 for like a lower grade, like just to get the book. That's nice. First Ant-Man.
Yeah.
But $50.
That was a buy it now at $50 too.
Even that at 82, I would have bought that.
Sure.
It's
Good.
already slabbed for you. I
Well,
mean,
that book's going to cost you $37 to get slabbed at this
Yeah.
point in time.
exactly.
Like it's pre 75, so it's automatically in the higher tier plus the insurance. Yeah, it probably costs you 40 or 42
Yeah.
with shipping to get slabbed.
All right. So I mean, not VG Fine 107. This one went for $20. That was a VG Fine for $20.
Yeah.
Complete with pinup. That's something you should notice. Missing pinup. I never even thought about pinup. $76. So let's look at 63. I bet because of freaking key collector now it's like ridiculously overpriced.
There's a $120, 65. Are these still? These are not sold. These are still available.
Yeah.
Well, there was one that was graded for 125.
39, 51, 50 for 400.
Yeah, that's
More
crazy.
white pages too. There's that Porcupine book. That was another one that was going off because of She-Hulk.
Got that white pages premium faux show.
But still, like, I mean, I guess it's around the set. Oh, 9.0. Jeez. See, they're saying first appearance of the leader. It's not really. $91. I guess it's about the same. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Key Collector might have pushed one over the other, or at least it's attempting to.
Yeah.
Anyway. Anywho.
Well, Ghost Rider 1. Does Dolph have Ghost Rider 1?
Dolph loves that book.
It's 5. No, you don't have this one. You got first true appearance of Ghost Rider.
I don't have this one, yeah.
No, that's Dolph's favorite book.
It's my favorite book.
That's true.
No,
That's true. This one's been burning rubber on Dolph's face all summer. Like, he just doesn't get it.
Dolph is to Ghost Rider #1 as Crumbs is to New Mutants 90.
I still feel like people buy this book thinking it's because it looks very close to Marvel Premiere or Marvel.
So here's a
Spotlight
good
5.
question: would you get this book graded in 0.5 condition? It says a 0.5 sold for $1.57 this week.
Well, I mean,
120.
you're talking about the economics. If I'm buying it for less and slabbing it for $30, it's selling it for 150. Depends on what you have into it.
Yeah, I guess
If
so.
you
I
get
mean,
it, if you get it in a short box for $100, then
it's
hell yeah.
It's pre 75. So what is the price now for what's the price now for a standard? The 35 plus.
It's like $35, yeah.
Okay. So what? Let's say after shipping is said and done, if you don't submit this book with many more books, you're going to be paying what?
Oh, another 30 in shipping or 25 in shipping. Yeah.
Right. So then
Yeah,
you're
you
like
got to submit this with a ton of books.
$65. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I think it's interesting. So this is Ghost Rider 1. I bet you a 4.5 of his second appearance is not worth for nearly $500.
His
So
second appearance or his second the number 2?
no, so I bet you.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the
Spotlight
Marvel
6.
Spotlight 6. Yeah, we already did this. Marvel Spotlight 6 you can get for like $50.
Yeah, is not nearly.
And that's his true second appearance. I mean, we're done here, so let's look. But yeah, you're absolutely right. What is it? Is it the Ghost Rider? Oh, because I'm under leader. Blaze. Yeah, like low to mid, like $50.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Here's one. 2 days left. $6.50.
That's crazy. Look at that one.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. On a note, it's dead on a notebook. That's
that
bad.
That was recently in a home fire.
That is some Marvel chipping. Wow.
Yeah, that's the other book that's at CGC with my Doom book.
Make him an offer, $5. I'll give you $5.
But what does he say? Edges or what?
Oh, I didn't see that.
It says edges or something. It says in the description.
Edges are pretty
damaged. So I dropped the price to reflect.
I think you got to drop it a little bit more, bud. But this one for $85 is pretty nice. It's got some color breaking.
Yeah, mine's still way nicer than that.
Your what?
Mine's still way nicer than that.
This is a nice one. Saying a 6.0. That's a nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice copy.
Yeah, the bottom staple might be a little loose, but
I
think the worst part is that top right corner, but that's even acceptable.
Doesn't that look like that? Looks like that. What GI Joe? What Cobra action figure is that? That looks like the biker. That's
that is the Hiss.
Like right.
The Hiss driver or something like that.
Hiss driver, yeah. Doesn't it look exactly like this dude?
It does a little bit, yeah. He was all in red though, wasn't he? The Hiss driver.
No, his helmet. That's like exact same color as his freaking helmet. You have to give it a look see.
I
But
think
that's
that
like
maybe that's just like a Cobra Soldier.
Cobra Commander.
yeah, that's very 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 close.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. You make a great point. I would buy, instead of Ghost Rider 1, I'd be buying the second appearance.
Yeah, I mean his second appearance freaking predates that Ghost Rider by like 7 appearances or 8 appearances too.
Yep.
See there you go. Dolph, there's a 7.0 for 250. Already graded a 7.0 for 250.
Yeah. With no bids.
No bids.
I'll watch it. I'm not going to buy it, but
keep-
I'll watch it.
Dude, you're driving me nuts. Is this your Amazon assistant here that's open? Because I'm trying to X out of it and it won't let me.
Who? Somebody's got Amazon Assistant?
Is that you?
Not me. I don't have Amazon.
Oh, I have it on my computer.
Amazon Assistant up there in the corner, yeah. I see it,
Okay.
Chris. So it's
Now I
gotta
got to
be-
look up that FF6. I know it's getting too expensive now. Why am I getting Ghost Rider results?
I don't know, with rough edges.
That's weird. It's not even one on here. Oh. Nope. There it is. Lower grade 550. Oof. Oh God. that's lower grade, all right.
Hmm.
I want this book, man. It's got so many things going for it. Stupid PGX. Why would you do that? 1,600 for that one. That's not bad.
Ooh, those staples look loose.
Yeah, the whole
The whole page,
spine
all the
looks-
pages look loose.
Oh God, that one's bad. Yeah, everything looks a little loose. Anyway, I mean, this is like, I want this book. It's second Doom, second Silver Age Submariner, second, or the first evil team up.
So, Chris, I've already said that, are you going to be doing? You're bringing Weston with us to the Comic-Con, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you guys going to be doing signatures, or are you going to be looking for books and toys?
I'm going several days. So one day I'm gonna go. There's a couple signatures I want to get.
Okay.
So
'Cause
I
know
will be
Jimmy
doing
wants
that.
to go to Artist Alley, right?
hmm
Dolph, you'll probably go to Artist Alley too, right? At some point.
Well, if we're all hanging out together on Friday, I'll go with the flow because I have already done everything I wanted to do on Thursday.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Friday will probably be because I'll have Weston with me, so we'll probably go look at toys.
So yeah, because I feel like my role at Comic-Con is going to be like, you guys tell me what books you're looking for, and I will scout those out. Because Lord knows I'm not paying premium prices for anything. I'll be working dollar bins
Yeah,
as hard as I possibly can.
The last thing I want to do on a Friday is go through long boxes. So I'll I'll just float around.
That's what I want to do on Sunday.
That's a Sunday. Well, Sunday I'll have Nick, so Nick will want to just look for Funko Pops.
Well, on Sunday, that's why I wanted to take Weston not on Sunday because
Yeah.
I want to. Sunday's the deal day.
Sunday's the deal day, I guess.
So when you guys in the past have seen those guys come with huge lots of books that haven't been priced in a couple years, are all of their boxes ravaged day one? I'm assuming Thursday.
Honestly, you know what the best deals are made? 9 a.m. on Thursday before those guys even set up. They're like inner dealing with each other. I've been to enough of these shows where, like, even when I'm at card shows or at you just went to a con. You know how they are. They're across the aisles. They're like, "What do you got for that?
Yeah.
What do you got for that?" everybody's talking about everybody else's booth, and they see books going up, and they're already trying to buy from each other an hour before the show even starts. Like, the best deals are made before the show even starts.
Yeah, I'm just wondering about, like, I've watched some of Erod's videos, and there are smaller cons, don't get me wrong, but like occasionally at a toy show or a con, they'll say, oh, there's a new dealer set up, and they maybe do clean outs, or maybe they bought, like,
or they'll just tell them ahead of time on Instagram, like, hey, I got this, like, 3 long boxes of good stuff, come check me out.
Yeah, they bought back stock, right, something like that, and I know he's crushed it a couple of times looking through those guys who are, like, maybe just haven't priced books, or not pricing books as often as others,
I think it helps too that if you have been told about it, that you're going to get a better deal than most. I'm not saying there isn't a good deal, but if somebody's like, hey, Erod, come check me out,
sure.
Then he's already going there, and he's going to give him a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I think that my game plan is just to go for the spectacle. I'm not getting my hopes up that I'm gonna score any deals or anything like that. Like, go for the spectacle. I'm really excited to, like, go to Heritage and stuff and see, like, the kind of the mini museums that they have of some of that stuff.
I mean, Jason, I have an extra Thursday too. If you want to come a day early and come with me.
Cool. Yeah, it'd be really cool to just see, like.
So this way, you know what you can do? You come with me on Thursday, and then you go with Jimmy on Friday. Thursday, I'll just go one way, you go another, and you. It's awesome to check it out on your own.
Yeah.
When you don't have to wait for somebody to go through stuff, and you can just do everything at your own pace, you should definitely do the show by yourself one day.
Yeah, I love like thrifting with my good buddy Bill, but, like, sometimes he's not a comic guy, so, like, sometimes if we, like, happen upon something, I actually feel bad saying, like, I'm gonna be here for 45 minutes to 2 hours.
Exactly.
Like,
that's why I'm saying, like, you certainly won't hurt my feelings. My goal is to just see everything I want to see on Thursday. So if you want the other one,
I'll have to look at my work schedule.
See your schedule. If you want to come a day early, come with me, and then, like, as soon as we walk in the door, we're like, we'll meet for lunch, and then go check it out.
I'll be there Thursday too. That's exactly what I'm doing Thursday.
Yeah, you gotta see it at your own pace. You gotta see what you want to see. You gotta be able to walk past booths you don't want to. It's like, I go on Sunday and all Nick wants to do is hang out and look at the T-shirts and Funko Pops. It's a disaster. Like, it's not something I want to do. But I've done everything I already wanted to do. It's done. So I'm like, go for it, kid. I'm just gonna walk behind you and make sure you're safe.
Yeah. That's so crazy too, because it is interesting. Like, I could see being Nick's age again. Like, if I was into those things, that being super, super exciting. But, like,
oh my God, can you imagine something like that when we were kids?
Where I'm at, like, right now, it's like none of the new stuff interests me at all, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, none of that stuff interests me in any way.
I've sold it all off.
Yeah, right, exactly. I want to look at it like almost as like when Jimmy was in school and they went to the Society Illustrators and they had, like, those like Kirby things and stuff like that. Oh my God,
like, that's
so freaking cool to see.
So
there's
2 booths that have all Kirby original art and Buscema, like, Hulk drawings, and, like,
is it Danzig's booth?
It's right. I think it's the Heritage booth. They have a lot of original stuff. But then they have, like, a whole row of, like, Cap 1s, and it's like 7.0, 6.5, 8.0. Right. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that kind of stuff.
I mean, let me know. I don't have anybody for it. If you don't want to come, that's fine. I'll find somebody else.
No. I would certainly be interested in going, like, day one and just trying to, like, to actually look to see if I couldn't find any, deal kind of stuff in by digging, Well,
but, I mean, I also have an extra Saturday too. And I have nobody to go with, so you could do the same thing on Saturday. Like, you want to go Friday, and then I have nobody to go with on Saturday.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to Jimbo. He's doing I think he may be doing a event on Saturday.
Oh, that's right. You were gonna help him out at something,
Yes.
right? Okay.
So
I get
I
it.
think that's it.
Well, I don't have a Saturday ticket. Maybe I'll go with you just
Asbury
to.
Park. Chris,
We'll do
what
the same.
happens? What happens if dude's like, "Hey, my mom's going to be home Saturday, October 8th. Do you want to come over and pick up those 40 long boxes?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
no, I'll
Then
meet
we
you.
all,
I'll meet
then
you
we
there.
all
I'll
have to
meet you
cancel our plans and come and help you mule 40 long boxes or whatever.
I think that would be just as exciting as going through stuff.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Like,
Yeah.
I would get to work on Monday and be like, "Oh, you don't look. They don't look like you don't look like you slept all weekend." No, no, no. I was just flipping through long boxes for my friend, like pulling out keys, just ecstatic about them. I actually am so excited for you when that finally happens, because the thing in my mind that's going to happen too is there's going to be multiple issues in rows, right? Like
That's what I'm
and
thinking as well,
and two
right?
and one and stuff like that. But they're not. They're probably going to be in some sort of date order, but in no way, shape, or form title order.
Right. Yeah.
Yankees
I bet.
win.
Judge hit another home run.
I don't think so. I'm gonna look right now. Actually, they won 7-1. I don't think Judge did anything. Judge went 0 for 2. Probably got walked twice.
But yeah, that sounds like he's been walking.
No. Actually, does it say?
Unless he got pulled early.
Judge had a steal. IKF hit a home run. And Aaron Hicks finally did something. 3 RBIs. Wow. Man, IKF 1
I
for
really
3
thought-
with 4 RBIs. What did he hit a grand slam? It's awesome.
Anyhow.
Yeah. Anyhow, we'll figure it out. It's 2 months away or a month and a half away.
No, it's
it's
only
not. It's like
it's only
3
a
weeks
month
away.
from Friday away at this
Yeah.
point. in
It's
time.
3 weeks away. We'll figure it out.
So, yeah.
Should be
Yeah,
fun
we
though.
got this.
I mean, this is because it was really weird last year. When I went on Thursday, it was half empty. I could go like this and walk down a row and not even touch somebody.
Well, you guys
that is
were
not
still
normal.
Still fully masked. It was mandated still fully masked last year, right?
Yeah, you had to be. Yeah, well, they said that, and you had to be vaxxed to get in.
So one, I was
have your
vaccinated,
card.
and two, by after like an hour, I just took the shit off. Like I'm like,
I just meant like what
Yeah.
that what the rules were or whatever.
it was a New York thing. I don't know if masks are mandated again.
No,
I doubt
didn't
it,
see
yeah.
anything.
I doubt it.
It's open.
Got some good button books here for you this week, though. That's for sure.
Are they button books, or are
I
they
think they're-
pressable?
No, these are button books. Like this spine is rough.
Yeah, I gotta
Fine.
start making buttons again.
Spine is rough. I forgot to show my other two pickups. I got Marvel Premiere 47 and 55. So I got that first Wonder Man solo,
Yeah, it's a good one. I like that book.
and I got that first Man Wolf, like the Man Wolf in Space, that cool George Perez cover. Yeah, they were both really nice, and I got them for $4 a piece. So
I wonder if they're gonna do something with Man Wolf over Werewolf by Night.
I don't know.
I don't
I just
either.
think,
I don't think so.
I just think it's such an interesting thing because they said Man Wolf starts in ASM like in a normal title, right, as a semi-normal superhero or whatever, and then all of a sudden he's like a space.
Man
You know-
Wolf is J. Jonah's son, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I.
Yes. Then he's in space looking like He-Man.
Yeah.
Years before He-Man with a sword. I was like, he's a ding dang wolf, man. He doesn't need a
He's a
sword.
dig dang wolf.
He doesn't need a sword and undies.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, boom.
All right, boys. It's late
All right.
enough. Crumbs is checked out.
Yeah, I'm donezo.
I'm hoping that I'll have part of a collection next week to share, but we'll see.
Yeah, I hope to get something soon too. That one you showed me is interesting, and the price point's not too bad for the amount of books you're getting.
You mean the big one with the There was a
was like-
ASM 20.
It was at
129
least
there.
4 or 5 long boxes for $300.
Yeah. Oh, that one.
I'm sure
Yeah,
it's gone already. It was a good price.
Yeah. That's the one I sent you too, Chris. You didn't? Did you pull the trigger on that one? You didn't, did you? Did you
No,
buy it?
I messaged them.
Okay.
I didn't get a response.
He didn't respond. He already sold it then.
It was incredible the number of books that had freaking signatures on them was crazy though.
Yeah, there was a Ramita for sure, right? One was John
Yeah.
Morita.
John
Romita.
Romita.
John Romita. What did I say?
Why did Pat
Morita.
Pat
Morita
Morita?
why did Pat Morita sign this ASM?
I've had enough Cobra Kai news in my brain.
There's a Karate Kid advertisement on the inside of the book.
Yeah.
But yeah, I showed Chris and I were messaging back and forth too, because I think I sent all three, you, Jimmy, and Chris that, and just because it was so freaking close to you guys. But the Thunderbolts 1 had a gold gold Sharpie signature on it as well.
Did it really?
Yeah, there was a ton of books that had signatures on them, so it was pretty interesting to see, especially at that price point. It looked like it must have been a family member or something, and the other person selling them had no idea what they were.
Yeah, maybe.
So,
Oh well.
anywho,
All right. Good night, boys. Good night, everybody. Still around.
night,
Rafaust,
Matt.
have a good
Thanks
night.
for,
Sean, if
thanks
you're
for
still
hanging
on,
in.
have a good night.
All right,
Thanks for
Ciao.
joining us.
peace.
See ya.